Good evening and welcome to day number 43 with the title Pharaoh's Army. My name is Mary, and please forgive me if I pronounce some of the words a little different because Arabic is my first language, as I am Egyptian. English is my second language. Then comes Spanish and French. So I'm challenging myself by reading those stories in my second language. So thank you for being understanding and for listening. So this is day 43 with Pharaoh's army. When the Egyptians saw them marching into the sea, they followed with their chariots and horses. But the sand was no longer hard. It had become soft, and their chariot wheels were fastened in it. And many of them broke off the chariots. The horses became marred and fell down, so that the army was in confusion, and all were frightened. The soldiers cried out, "Let us fly from the face of the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them and against us." By this time, all the Israelites had passed through the Red Sea and were standing on the high ground beyond it, looking at their enemies slowly struggling through the sand, all in one heaped up mess of men, horses, and chariots. Then Moses lifted up his hand, and at once a great tide of water swept up from the sea on the south. The road over which the Israelites had walked in safety was covered with water, and Pharaoh's army with all his chariots, horses, and riders were drowned in the sea as the Israelites watched. I'll show you the picture. Here it is. Okay. Moses wrote a great song about this victory God had given them. It began like this: "I will sing unto the Lord, for the hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath the thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation." The people of Israel were no longer in a level land, with fields of grain, abundance of food, and streams of water. They were in the great desert, with a rocky path under them and mountains of rock rising all around, with only a few springs of water, and these were far apart. Such a lot of men, women, and children with their flocks would need much water, and they found very little. They saw in the distance some springs of water and ran to drink of it, for they were very thirsty. But when they tasted, they found it bitter, so they could not drink it. Then the people cried to Moses, and Moses cried to the Lord. The Lord showed Moses a tree and told him to cut it down and throw it into the water. Moses did so, and the water became fresh, pure, and good. So the people could drink it. This place they named Mara, a word which means bitterness, because of the water they found there. And that was the word of the Lord. Now I will share with you the discussion questions. The first one says, what happened when the Egyptian tried to follow the Israelites? Number 2, who made this happen? Number 3, how else did God provide for his people? And we come to our end of the 43 day, and I hope you have enjoyed it, listening to the story, and I'll see you soon again in another story. Bye for now. Have a blessed day.